I'm going to show you in a couple of easy steps how you can design some shadow boxes just like these. These were done on Design Space. Now, I did use some paid content. So this time I'm actually going to do this with free images so that you can try this at home. It's only 4 layers. These are IKEA shadow boxes, and I'm going to make sure that you have the measurements that work specifically for these. This is the IKEA shadow box, Santa head. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but I'm going to give you the measurements, and the shadow box we create are going to fit in this. Now, this one is meant to be stacked paper. We're not going to be putting foam in between the layers in order to create dimension. It's just a simple 4-layer shadow box. Let's go. Step 1, we're going to open Cricut Design Space, and then we're going to create a blank canvas. From here, we're going to go to Shapes. We're going to select the square. It's going to give us a 2 inch by 2 inch. We're going to change the dimensions to 9 3/4. From here, we're going to zoom out so that we'll be able to see the project a little bit better. So we're going to zoom down to 25. And then we're going to duplicate our square 4 times so that we have 5 different squares. We're going to make 2 white, we're going to make 1 red, and we're going to make 1 gray. From there, we're going to resize one of the white squares to 7. We're going to drag it over top of our other. We're going to highlight both, go up to a line on the top and click center. And then under combine, we're going to go subtract. So now we have our first frame. Next step is we're going to come to images. We're going to select free, and then we're going to search by heart line. This is a great heart for this project, so we're going to click on it. It will add it to the canvas. We're going to drag it over to our first frame, resize it, and then we're going to rotate it just slightly. If it's touching on a couple of edges, it'll be good for weeding. It's less likely to rip coming off the mat. So that looks pretty good. We're going to click and drag, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to weld it. Next step is the same thing, only difference is this time we're going to search for dog. This little balloon dog looks great. I think he's going to show up really well in this project, so I'm going to click and I'm going to use him. So we're going to resize him. We're going to make sure that he touches our frame on a couple of spots, click and drag, and we're going to weld him as well. We now have our first layer. So what we're going to do to create the second is we're going to go to offset. We're going to leave it at 0.25 inches, hit apply, and then now we've seen that we've created a second piece. From here, we're going to drag it over our red square, click, align, center, and then slice. And then now we have our second layer. We're going to get rid of the pieces we don't need just to clean up our palette a little bit. And then from here, we're going to take our red, we're going to offset it by another 0.25. And then we're going to take this piece, put it over top of our light gray, click, align, center, and slice. And now we have our next layer. From here, delete the stuff we don't need. And then we're going to take our images and we're going to align them all together and now hit align center. So now you have an idea of what your image is going to look like if you want to resize it so that you can see a little bit better. So that came out kind of fun. So then all we need to do from here is cut it on cardstock and then add it each layer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and put it in the back of the IKEA frame. Easy peasy. I'm actually all out of white cardstock and black cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the image on the screen just to make sure that these colors are going to look right, because it gives it a bit of a preview. White becomes yellow. Black becomes navy. Yeah, that's still gonna look cool. So let's go. I've got our picture frame ready to go. So these from IKEA can be used both ways, where you can take this little wooden frame out and make it as a true shadow box. Or in this case, we can do the image on the back, which is what we're going to. So we've got our 4 layers of navy, gray, red, and yellow. And so this is what our output looks like. So we're just going to pop it in the frame, throw the back on, and bend down these little tabs. And that's our output. Kind of fun, right? I think this would be really cool in a kid's room, maybe with some different colors. It's pretty bland, but it's what I had in stock. So hope you enjoyed. Cheers.